we are going. So greetings, my name is Mark Dressel. I'm the pastor here at Trinity Lutheran Church, and I'm here with
Leah Fritchie, Council President and member of Trinity.
There we are. And this video is about membership at Trinity Lutheran Church, looking at benefits and responsibilities of membership. And we're going to try and just do it and say what it is for us, but we'll show you the sheet that we're working off of. And so if we miss points on here, you can feel free to just call either of us personally and demand to know why we omitted it. And there it'll be. So, all right, I'm going to share my screen here. Boom. And look at that, a lot smoother than the last video. So, Leah, what are
Yes.
some benefits of membership at Trinity Lutheran Church?
Some of the benefits that personally I have felt and my family has felt, I think belonging to Trinity is really belonging to a faith community in which they feel like friends and family all at the same time with all the good parts that that entails. You have relationships you form with people that you see Sunday to Sunday or event to event that you get to know, and you can call them outside of church for help with something or to check in or see how people are doing or have your kids get together or whatever it is. It's also the place where you get to learn things together from getting different people's perspectives. You're all there to have a connection with God, and how everybody understands that's a little different. And so the fellowship part of belonging to Trinity is always one of my favorite parts because we have multi-generations and not necessarily from the same family. And so it's a lot of great perspective you get from different groups of people having had different experiences and different histories and finding out why are you all at Trinity and what are the connections that you're making. Another benefit, I think, is to have a place to accomplish things for God and connections with God and his love that you can't do on your own. That comes from a community that's focused on that. And I think Trinity has been a really great example of all the different ways that we connect with different parts of the community and some of the outreach that we do internally, some of the programming and events that we do, lots of connections getting made all over the place and spreading what we hope is, a deeper connection, understanding of God.
It's interesting that you say that, and that's one of the points on here, because when I've gone through this at new member orientation sessions, I've often said, oh, like the Christmas tree sale. We sell Christmas trees, raised about this last year about $6,000 for the food pantry. I wouldn't be able to do that on my own, but together we can. But even like Sunday school, we had a group of parents, leaders this past year who said, Sunday school isn't working. We've been doing the same thing for the last 15 years. It's not working the same way as it used to. Kids are different, families are different. And so we want to try and do it another way. And they did a phenomenal job with it this last year. And
Yes.
it was something that I couldn't do, but they pulled it off. And so just illustrating your point, please continue.
Yes, no, and that's a perfect example of it, I think. And also I think something so I participate with the adult Bible study and help to lead that. And one of the things that we talk about is the importance of belonging to a church family and community is the fact that you can have a way to sustain your faith through whatever you're going through, especially if it's emotionally fraught or scary, like an illness, cancer, something like that, or somebody has lost somebody in their family. Who do you have to rely on in a world that sometimes feels extremely disconnected?
Yeah.
A church family is one of those places that you have an actual connection to people you see or via online, but you bump into them in the community as well. And it feels nice to know that somebody recognizes you, knows your name, says hello, or is there and says, is there anything I can do? I heard whatever's going on, or I've been there. I know what you're going through and I am praying for you. And that all feels really, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. Well, it's helpful. It's uplifting, I guess would maybe
Yeah.
be an even better word, to know that you're carried not by yourself, but you have a community of people behind you, even if you can't see them, that are there.
Yeah.
And you're not going anywhere because they're not judging you, and they're just feeling for you because you belong to that community.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a blessing. Like from my position as pastor, sometimes I get to see that. Somebody will tell me that something's going on in their life, and maybe I don't have any personal experience with it, but I know someone who does, who was there that day. And you know, the Holy Spirit sometimes provides these opportunities. I'd love to say it's because I'm so, capable, but sometimes that's just not it. Like I just happen to know that someone else has gone through this, and I'm able to make an introduction and say, I know that you two have this in common, and I thought you'd like to know that there's somebody else. And it's a
Part
blessing.
of the whole wider community concept
Yeah,
that the more of a interesting collective diverse community you have, the more likelihood you will have people that have gone through some of the same things, or know people who have gone through some of the same things, or everybody wants to celebrate together. It's not
yeah.
all negative, it's also very positive.
Oh,
People
for sure.
like celebrating new babies and new weddings and people getting new jobs
Yeah,
and
if you're bringing a new baby here, prepare to be fawned over by any
yes,
number of people.
yes, yes. Um, Looking at the list, I think we have talked about Sunday school and you know joining a community and not being alone. And before I forget, I don't want to forget to mention,
Yeah,
coffee hour is
right.
a very important
Free
piece.
coffee. You may have to make it yourself, and if you do, please make enough for everybody. But
Yes, but coffee time is
it is provided.
great. Sometimes there's great snacks and lovely treats that are provided. Never know quite what you're gonna get, but it's a nice time to connect with people sometimes between services. If you don't see them often, for you attend the opposite, it's a chance to kind of
Yes,
overlap for that. So that's always something important to remember. Come for that cup of coffee, if nothing else. So,
and
um, I'm looking at the list. I don't know, Mark, have I kind of covered them all
eternal
vaguely?
life. This isn't the
Eternal
only.
life,
This is
yes.
not the only church where you can get that. But our goal is to help encourage your faith, and Jesus provides that through God's grace.
Yes. Yes.
So it comes with the program. So responsibilities of membership. Hey, do you want to hit this? Can I preface this?
Yes.
So when I inherited this sheet from a predecessor who, for all I know, inherited it from his predecessor before him. But it was just a laundry list of stuff that was expected of people. And I'm like, that's really not the responsibility of membership. The responsibility of membership is to love the Lord your God with all your heart and soul and mind and strength, to realize that God loves you, and to show that to other people, and to help everyone connect with God. Uh, how we do that ends up being the laundry list of stuff. Um, but at the end of the day, here at Trinity, it's all about God, and you have to play well with others. And if we've accomplished that, then we've pretty much done our job. So thank you very much for letting me preface it. Other things that are
Yes.
involved that we ask for from members.
Well, and I think the preface is important because you always want to keep those things in mind as you move through your,
That's kind of the big
membership
picture.
and joining of the church, I guess.
Yeah.
Important things to remember. And I will also say that speaking as a member of Trinity, um, it's a very unique congregation. I feel like that if you join, you're stepping into something that is been commented on as not only one of the most friendly churches anybody's ever stepped foot in. I hear this more than once, which is lovely to know that we are extending a welcome that people don't forget. But it also is an interesting congregation. It's a very diverse group of people. There's a lot of different backgrounds where people
Yeah.
came from, be it political or jobs or education level. And I have experienced some interesting moments in which I'm always so surprised by that, because people are kind,
Yeah.
and they're good listeners, and they provide the space for gentle disagreement without judgment, I like to call it. And it's been
Yeah.
lovely to experience that in this particular congregation. Um, so I would say responsibilities to carry out the thoughts of God being the focus and the love of Jesus being shared would be, um, taking time to say hello to people you've never met before and the people that you do know and introducing yourselves. Don't worry about remembering names. Everybody's usually really good about if you're asked to be reminded, I didn't catch your name. I don't remember from last time.
Oh yeah,
People are good with that. It's okay. There's not a problem.
for
Um,
sure.
Taking advantage of the educational opportunities, our programming at Trinity goes all the way from birth to the end of your life, frankly. And our Sunday school program is fantastic. Our VBS program in the summer for a week is absolutely beyond exciting. We have our youth on Wednesday group and our senior high on Wednesday groups that are both strong, and we've got committed leaders with committed youth as well. And speaking from leading Bible study and participating in
Right.
choir and knowing we have bells and knowing we have all the other extracurriculars, dart ball, and sometimes the Bethel series and the Alpha series, opportunities to grow and
Yeah.
learn and have fellowship are huge in the church, and take advantage of those. I've enjoyed everything I've participated in, as just speaking from my own experience.
Yeah, you've
And
done most of the programs here.
yes,
Well, thank you for that.
yes.
Yeah.
And obviously worship is great no matter how you find yourself attending.
Yeah.
Um, it's,
We,
there's people who put a lot of thought and care into the message, the music, lots of musical experience in this particular congregation, which lifts up everything, I think, makes it, I remember songs throughout the week and I'm singing them, and Mark's
right.
message and the lessons
By the
for
grace of God.
the week. So, but
We,
it's true. I mean, it's
yeah.
true. I'm speaking from the heart. So, these are all things that members can do, which is just be present, be there, say hello, participate in what moves you, or push
Yeah.
yourself to try something new.
Yeah.
And
We do, in addition to like programming stuff, it is important. Lake Mills is not such a massive place uh, that you're not going to run into people that you know, and our personal witness on top of participation witness, it counts. And so we do ask members to, I guess, play well with others. Is that's the way I tend to put it, because if I say, "Oh, love your neighbor as yourself," people are like, "Oh yeah, okay, churchy stuff, huh?" If I say, play well with others, people are like, "Oh yeah, that's hard." Sometimes others don't want to be played well with,
the
but
community playground, yes.
right, but,
Yeah.
but we do our best to demonstrate fairness and kindness in life, even outside of church, um, to practice grace, which is not always easy in life. Uh, we're not only Christians and members, we're humans, and navigating that is a challenge, but to try and uh, exemplify the love that Jesus shows us, that's that's part of the call of every Christian.
Yes.
And also then to look for God's gifts, because sometimes it's easy to just look around. It's like, oh, it's a sunny day. That's normal. It is normal, but God normally gives that gift.
Mhm.
And so to appreciate that these things come from God. Um,
And to mark them.
yeah. Oh, and to give back. So
Hmm.
to contribute to God's work through the resources that God gives us. We ask members not only to support the church to the best of their ability, but also to do those things in life and family and society, which show God's kindness and generosity. So, got any closing thoughts?
I do not, other than strongly consider becoming a member of this congregation, because I think you will find a faith and community home here that is welcoming and will provide a place for you to belong and deepen your faith, ask questions, and just be a part of what God's love means to you.
Couldn't have said it better myself. All right. God bless you. Thanks for watching.